Welcome all to Hit or Miss, the Christmas edition, Christmas night edition, actually. I'm your host, Night Strike, and I don't really have any panelists tonight, but, I'm just going to talk for a little bit. If anybody wants to jump in, go ahead, let me know. And, we'll take it from there. So, I didn't get a lot for Christmas, but I didn't get coal. I got some good things for Christmas, mostly gift cards, some cash, some clothes. And I know some people say clothes aren't Christmas presents, but my family's always been doing that. And even if I ask them not to, they do it anyway. So, All right, who we got out there? We got Grandman. We've got Vanessa Kitty. We got William Trader, Gun-Loving Grandpa Stanley, David Bowling, Boob Sweat leads to pearl necklaces. We've got Grandman out there again, and we got Bass Boy 99091. How's it going, guys? Walter Davis is out there. And Jay Monty, 1738. Hey, guys, how's it going? Merry Christmas to y'all. So, yeah. I was not expecting to do this evening, but what the hell? I mean, I'm done with Christmas festivities with my family. And Armament and Axis is out there. Oh, no, watch out. And, Gary, give him the bird.
Give him the bird.
Yep. Yeah, Bass Boy, I saw that. You sign up on Gun Channels. I will add you as a friend. Because I saw that you, I think it was you, added me as a friend. One of y'all did. So what's going on, Gary? How's your Christmas going?
Oh, pretty decent. We watched a movie. Ate way too much food. Trying to stay awake after eating all that food. My daughter said something about having dinner. It's like I can't eat anymore after the lunch food today.
Yeah, and I sent links out to people, and some people said they might be able to make it. Some people said they wouldn't. So,
no. But yeah, it's been a good Christmas. How about you? Did you get anything? Did you get any guns for Christmas or anything like that?
My family don't buy me guns. I have to buy my own guns.
Well, same here. It's all right. They wouldn't know what to buy me anyway.
I know, right?
I could give them hints, but I sent a text to Ellis earlier because I saw, who was it, Firearms Policy Coalition did a video that if you did a contribution, you'd be entered into a drawing for a Chris Vector.
David Bowling and Armament and Axis out there, if you guys want to jump in, go and check your email addresses. I sent you guys links because I don't see anybody else other than Gizzard Gary and me being here tonight. Check your emails, buddies. Check your emails.
Single guys out there that don't have anybody to tell us not to be.
Well, let's put it this way. I would like a companion, but at the same time, I'm glad I don't have one because she'll tell me not to buy guns.
Not necessarily. You got to get the right one. I haven't found that one yet, but
as far as I know, Liberty Chick is already married, and Liberty Doll is already married, and who is the other chick that did get
American
gun content?
Chick's not married.
No, but she's dating the guy that does the camera. You know she is.
Just saying, there's gun gals out there.
But I don't know if there's any gun gals for Night Strike. That's the problem.
Well, they say there's somebody
look who jumped in.
What's going on here? Are you talking about hooking up on Tinder, or what's the deal?
Mr. Travis P11 himself.
Yeah, dude, I've been waiting for your invite for 45 minutes now. What's going on?
I said it might be a little later this evening. Get off my case.
I couldn't find that video anywhere, so I didn't know where that was at. Where you said I didn't get a chance to finish your video because I got interrupted this morning when you posted it, and then I went back to try to find it, and it wasn't there.
So I'm another thing. I am currently working on the GunTube server as we speak. So don't play with GunTube right now. I'm working on Christmas. Yeah, how about that?
Yeah, man.
That's how dedicated I am to GunTube.
You are. You know, it's been pretty slick lately. It's actually been uploading fairly quickly. I've noticed it's been taking some time to import like a thumbnail.
It's as I said, I'm working on trying to get all of that over to a new server. And it's been a pain in my ass.
Oh, okay. Then.
So here's the important question. Did anybody get anything good to eat today?
Oh, dude, I've been eating like oh, hell yeah.
Dude, family made a honey baked ham, the family edition, where they add the brown sugar and the honey on top of the ham. Oh my gosh, so goddamn delicious.
Yeah, well, my daughter cooked brisket today. Oh,
brisket's always good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a little rotisserie prime rib. It was good.
Okay, who else we got in here? We got Armament and Axes.
Yay, shit's working tonight. I didn't have to do anything special. I just clicked on the link and it went. Normally, I click on the Google Hangout thing and I got to go in and fix my microphone. Anyway, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Where's this gun snob when we need him to mute Armament and Axes? I'm just messing with you, man.
It's all good, brother. That's what we do.
David, what's going on? I didn't think you'd be around this evening.
Oh, yeah, I'm always around. I don't really do Christmas, so it's an easy day for me.
Oh, so you're Jewish. Okay.
Close enough.
Now, wait a minute. You don't have to be Jewish to be anti-Christmas, do you?
L'chaim! No, we're just messing with. We're not being serious. But, I didn't think I was going to do this, and then I ended up, it happens a little later this evening than I normally do hit or miss. But, this is just kind of us hanging out, talking what we got for Christmas, what we had for Christmas dinner, and just kind of chilling. This isn't really a hit or miss where we discuss the important topics, because that's not tonight. It's Christmas. We're not working on Christmas.
You are.
I know. I even had topics.
Well, I am working on GunTube on Christmas, but again, I have time to sit back and talk to you guys and hang out.
I didn't put out any content today, nor yesterday, nor am I too worried about it. I can get back on that tomorrow.
I did a short video on Patreon, but that was just wishing everyone a Merry Christmas.
My daughter woke me up this morning to help fix Christmas dinner and everything. And I just been whatever they wanted to do today. I told them, I said I'd pretty much stay off YouTube and gun channels until everybody, went to take their naps and stuff. We all took naps this afternoon.
So, have you noticed the hit or miss logo I'm using right now is the Festive one?
Yeah,
it's very jolly.
Yes.
Yeah, I see that it has the leaves and that what are the holly leaves,
the mistletoe. And,
mistletoe, yes. Hey, I'm not pissing anybody, okay? Whatever.
Does that mean we're all supposed to make out since we're all underneath of it, or what?
No. And I also
Travis. Technically, Travis, you're the only one that's underneath of it when he's talking.
Oh man, here we go.
No.
No
one has to do any of that. I just added it on there to be festive. Okay, so guys, get out of the gutter.
You put it out there; it's got a symbolic meaning. We're going to take it for face value. So
Travis.
Yeah.
You never take anything for face value.
No, never. Nope.
Yeah.
You're a teacher.
Yep.
You don't do that on principle.
Exactly.
I just want to point out, it's only you people that are on telephones that have anybody under that mistletoe. You're on a computer, nobody's under it.
People stuff, man.
What's up with you people?
It's all right there on the top left. The panel is on the bottom here, along the bottom.
Why do you got to be exclusive like that?
Yeah, I'm looking at it on a computer screen, and every time Night Strike comes up, Travis is still directly under the missile.
There we go. There we go.
On my screen, nobody's under the mistletoe. Mistletoe's on the left, and everybody's on the right.
Vandalistica Vlogs is out there.
Everybody's under the Santa Claus hat on.
I guess
Armament and Axes is under the mistletoe.
I guess it's already the 26th out where he is. So
is that right?
Vandalistica, give us the winning lottery numbers, dude, so we can strike it rich.
No doubt. He's a day ahead of us, so he knows. So
right.
Yeah, he's got to know, right?
Tell us what the weather's going to be like.
Hey man, we got a freaking winter storm rolling, and we're about to get just hammered this weekend.
Oh man, I went outside. It's been cold enough to where I can see my breath, and I don't like it when it's that cold.
Oh my god!
Really? September.
Is it going to get down to me, Travis?
Yeah, we're both gonna. Well, it's gonna not be as bad as it goes east, but they're saying central Nebraska, central Kansas, up to a foot of snow.
Oh. Do I need to get home? That's I guess what I'm saying. It's still at the door.
It's gonna hit us by let's see, tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's gonna get progressively worse as the week goes on. So
I'll be home tomorrow sometime. So
yeah, it's try to say it's gonna be nasty.
So we're just live on YouTube tonight for Christmas. I'm only doing it I'm doing the special thing for the YouTube people and people on gun channels as well. So we're not doing Facebook or GunTube right now because I'm working on GunTube. So
yeah, it's supposed to be in the mid 40s. It's supposed to be in the mid 40s, and we're going to the rain.
You're cutting in and out.
It's 46 here.
Here, wait a minute. We can fix that. All right.
I don't think he fixed it.
I don't think so.
It's in the 30s here, but you wouldn't know it walking in the house. My wife's got it so goddamn hot in here from cooking earlier.
So did anybody watch any good movies today?
I watched Willy Wonka with Gene Wilder.
Well, we all three sat down and watched just the most traditional Christmas movie you could ever think of, which, of course, is Talladega Nights.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus in the little manger.
I was going to say Die Hard.
My daughter had never seen it, so we wanted to watch it so she could see it. It was about the third time I saw it. It's still funny. I'm sorry.
Die Hard is the most Christmas movie ever.
Hello to keep up.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Yeah, we watched Die Hard for kids. We watched Home Alone.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all talk about Christmas movies. Wasn't the first around Christmas? Don't you remember when, what's his name? Shit, I can't even remember the guy's name. The bad guy, he comes in. It's fucking Christmas. Shoots up the TV or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's like Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. Blah, 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 blah,
blah. No.
Have a happy New Year.
It's keep the change, you filthy animal.
Yes.
Everybody does Merry Christmas, you filthy animal, but it's the line.
Because that was the second one.
By the way, Rich. That was not my bracket last night. There's no freaking way the Chipmunks.
I agree.
The people have spoken.
The people have spoken.
People. They don't know what they're talking about.
Is the best Christmas song.
It wasn't last night. It was the night before last.
It was. It was
whatever the hell it was.
Yeah, it was the night before last. Last night. I'm gonna go in and watch it and.
Yep. All right.
Pretty good turnout here for Christmas.
Which is all supposed to be warm looking anyway, so it doesn't hurt anything.
Jumpy had an incident with someone. Well, Jumpy, I hope everything's all right. AC97 is out there saying Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, AC97.
It's like not the only spot where it feels like bumpy.
Yeah.
Ho, ho, ho.
G-Webs is commenting on my links out there. But yeah, so guys, what's going on with you? You got a Gizzard Gary shirt.
You betcha.
What's going on with you? Nice.
Oh, good. I thought Gary was doing a Christmas striptease for a second. Oh, Gary, put the shirt back on.
Got the latest Gizzard Gary apparel there.
You bet.
Can we call it Rooster Swag? Is that what we want? Yeah.
Well, if you want to.
This hat did not come from my store. My daughter and son-in-law got this from Vistaprint. Had it made for me for Christmas.
Well, I thought you were going to say it's in Walmarts all across the country now.
It should be.
Exactly.
At least in Kansas and Nebraska.
Yeah, exactly. Right on, man. We should start putting those in pumpkin pantries everywhere.
Sell 1 or 2 in Nebraska. That's all the fan.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So, for everyone that was watching Match Chat last night, I did say that maybe a little later this evening, but I would try and do a Christmas hit or miss edition. And, well, guys, this is what you get. So, woohoo! As Gary says, give him the bird.
Oh, well, a bird is a word.
Surfing bird.
I should trademark that. Then I could charge you for every time you say it.
Exactly.
Yes, David, I see that out there.
Except when I went to use a hashtag on Instagram, it had already been used several times. So, yeah, there's other chicken people, believe it or not, on the interwebs that got the idea of using that.
Other chickens.
It's a plain. Nah, it's just Gary.
Merry Festivus? No, it's Merry Christmas. And if you say it's anything else, well, then too bad. So sad. Suck it up, Buttercup. Because it's Christmas. Merry Christmas.
I have a question. Were there any good Christmas Day gun deals out there? I didn't see jack.
I didn't see anything.
I was expecting more ads to be showing up on my mailbox, considering what I've been getting for Black Friday and afterwards. And, man, I just didn't see much of anything. I don't know about you guys.
I haven't seen anything good either. It makes me sad.
Yeah, I got an email from CDNN. They had the CZ P10C with the night sights for $389.
That's not bad.
No.
That PSA had the full size one for what, $399 not too long ago? Was it the P10 or P09 they were selling for $399 or something like that? I don't know.
G-Webs is saying out there, I emailed you a link, G, if you want to jump in and, comment. But he's saying sales on Xmas, is that a thing? And yes, it used to be. It used to be where companies, even gun companies, would put out, have Black Friday deals right after Thanksgiving. And then they would wait until Christmas Day to have, any decent deals out there. And then just, after Christmas, they would shut those deals off, and you wouldn't get any good deals like that until next year. That's how most retailers operated. But I guess now, since they're not making as much as they used to, that they've gone to just doing okay deals, just kind of whenever they feel like it.
Coming up, but usually they try to move out inventory before the end of the year. A lot of places, I don't know if they have to pay taxes on their inventory or what. But
some of them still do New Year's deals. I'll give you that. So they'll run a sale via New Year's Eve, New Year's Day kind of thing. So, but
I know a lot of them do it because of taxes. I remember when I worked in the gun store in the 90s that, we run big sales toward the end of the year.
Yeah, a lot of the prices I'm seeing, I don't like to rag on PSA, but just, they've been putting out a lot of ads and stuff, but I've been seeing, the same price, say on the complete pistol lowers, $159. They've been that price for 4 months now, It's like, Christmas sale. And it's like, okay, well, that's a good price, but it'll be that way in another 2 months, Still waiting for some really good low prices to come out to really snag me and make me want to buy something.
Bass Boy out there on the Gun Channel side is saying Bass Pro Shop is going to have a big sale tomorrow. And that's great if you have a Bass Pro or like a Cabela's near you. But if you don't, well, then
you can go on.
Really
you mean they're actually going to put stuff under MSRP for a change?
Yeah, they're like, because they're almost exactly like Gander Mountain, aren't they?
Pretty much. I mean,
for the low price of above MSRP.
if you can't find it anywhere else, then I guess you could buy from them. But me, I'm going to try to hit up my local dealer on my days off the rest of this week and see what he's got, because maybe he's trying to move some stuff.
Yeah. AC97 was out there saying that, I asked Santa to destroy all 40 Smith & Wesson pistols. Now there's none left. I checked with the fanboy forums. And, and I told him, my P320 is still in 40 Smith & Wesson last I checked. And he's like, all right, I'll drop the trappy joke.
Yeah,
well, it's a joke.
I'll three of the 40 Smith & Wesson pistols here are in perfectly good shape, so I don't know.
Why does everybody hate the 40? Honestly, I mean,
when they start butthurt over 10 millimeters.
Because of 10 millimeter and the fact that 40 Smith & Wesson is worse than 45.
40 is in the middle of 45 and 9, and the 40 Smith & Wesson is a neutered 10 millimeter, but it's still a dang good round. I mean,
I'm not saying it's a bad round. That's why I got it in my P320. I don't mind carrying 40 Smith & Wesson. It's still a decent caliber that you can defend yourself with in a defensive situation. Okay, it's not that bad of a caliber. Yeah, I probably would have liked 9 better, but if I was gonna get what I got in 9, I would have gotten one with night sights. So, but again, I didn't want it in 9. I wanted to be able to at least get into 357 SIG, so I got the 40 Smith & Wesson so I could just switch the barrel out. And if I had to switch the sights, just switch the sights.
And anymore, you get the 135 grain 40 Smith & Wesson round, there's not even a reason to get 357 SIG. It's just as hot as what 357 SIG is in that caliber bullet, and you're still 10 grain. You still got 10 grain heavier bullet.
I know. It's just me being difficult, right?
You like being difficult. I can tell you this.
You think?
Yeah, as a reloader, just for shits and giggles, back in the day, before the 357 SIG ever came out, I took 40 Smith & Wesson and ran it up into the 9 die and necked it down just enough, and it looks ugly. I mean, it's totally ugly. I still got it around here somewhere, but I was like, I'm going to neck this down. And I necked it down and put a 38 caliber bullet in it, and it was just like, that's funny. And lo and behold, they came out with a 357 SIG, and I went, well, shit, I kind of came up with that a year ago or something. But it's honestly, to me, the 357 SIG, it's cool, but it's the answer to a non-existent question kind of thing. I don't know. I mean, you really want to look at it. How much did the 357 SIG catch on compared to the 40? Or you see where I'm coming from? I mean, yeah, it works. It's great velocity on, but yeah.
Well, the idea behind it was that it was to give you 357 Magnum power to semi-automatic,
but not quite
behind it.
Not quite though. It's not quite the 357 Magnum, but
it's close.
It matches certain grains of 357 mag, and
right.
You can say that 357 mag goes beyond it, but it does. There are loads that match the equivalent of certain loads of 357,
right? Depending on the bullet weight and all that. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it is screaming around. That's got and the idea was to have something with more one-shot takedown power for, say, law enforcement use. I know it's adopted by several highway patrolling units. One of the complaints.
Hold on.
What?
AC97 out there says 45 ACP pistols are obsolete. Send them to Night Strike for safe disposal. I support this. I mean, if you've got an old 45 that you just don't need anymore, send it to Night Strike.
No, send them to me.
I can do a video on them. I can just give them a nice home and give them a proper retirement.
I thought you wanted all the Sky CPX2s that people bought for Christmas they wanted to return.
No, you want the return.
Oh, no, God, no, I'd smell
Oh, don't get me started on the Skies, dude. I bought one.
5 or 6 of them, you'd have enough parts to make one that works, maybe.
Oh, jeez. Oh, they'll work.
Sandhill Shooters out there saying, Merry Christmas, everyone. Can't stay. Gotta watch Die Hard with my sweetheart.
Awesome.
Gary, you got it wrong. It's not 5 or 6. You need a case of them. Put together enough parts to make a good one.
Travis had a few of them. Do you still have none?
I think we have a troll out there because we got Volt 1866. Volt 1866 is saying hit or miss. I guess they never miss, huh? I'm just asking if you have Ligma. WTF?
What's
OMG BBQ? I think we have a troll out there.
Okay. Who is it? Who's trolling us?
Don't know.
Oh.
18.
Hey, Travis.
Yo.
Give me a wrench. I'll take care of it.
Did you see the Ruger rifle that they're coming out with? It's the 22 mag that you can convert to the 17 HMR.
Is that the Ruger Precision 22 or what?
Yeah, I think so. I only watched I got the video this morning and I only watched it once, so I got to go back and watch it again to get the rest of the details, but it looked pretty sweet.
Yeah, what do you swap out it has like a barrel swap out for it and like magazine swap or what?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I knew that they were doing a Ruger Precision 22 LR, but I really hadn't said, mentioned much about it, but I knew they were coming out with one. You're starting to see a lot more videos popping up on guns that are going to show up at SHOT now, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I don't see why you can't advertise guns on, everyday TV. So why not advertise them while you can?
Oh yeah. Oh man, so I'm kind of doing some gun shopping while we're chatting here. I see that CDNN's got the Walter Creed for only $249.
Yeah, they always have that for around that price. It's like their normal price for it.
It's not a bad deal.
Yeah, I don't want the Creed.
All right, Bass Boys out there saying on the gun channel side, I only have I only own 9mm handguns. I sold everything else. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. He says, I have a Sky CPX2, laugh out loud. Travis, I put another 150 rounds in it over the weekend.
Good. Great.
His is still working. Good for him.
Yeah, well,
that's about in life, isn't it? Or
they've made some modifications to it.
Close. I think he has to shoot like 1,000 rounds out of that or something.
Once I hit around 1,000 rounds, mine quit working. Basically, it stopped ejecting, extracting, and all that.
So once you get to 1,000, you let us know, right?
Run 1,000 and give me a holler. I mean, like I said, I'm willing to try it again, but
I've heard people insinuate that they're not designed to be range guns. They're not designed to go out and shoot all that. You're basically supposed to shoot it a couple times and make sure it shoots, and then put it in your pocket. But
he's saying he's at 600 so far.
Okay.
So wait, shoot 400 more rounds through it. And let us know, right?
I had a Sky. I don't think I made it that far because I bought it on a whim. It was cheap, and I'll say this: they're made great. The good quality made, but my finger literally was hitting the front of the trigger guard before the trigger reset, and for a concealed carry pistol, and I got skinny fingers, I got monkey fingers, but for a concealed carry pistol and to be accurate with it, yes, I could, but I had to concentrate because that trigger pull was so obnoxiously long and it's just terrible. And it's like, I bet you I didn't have 500 through mine before I said, no, it's gone. You know what I mean? And it's like, I thought they were well made, but it just, yeah.
I get tired of manufacturers saying, oh, it's a deliberate, long, heavy self-defense trigger pull. Okay, it gets to a point where it's going to interfere with accuracy and an ability for that thing even to function.
Yes.
That's just an excuse. I'm sorry.
See, I got a Taurus TCP that's got a long trigger pull, but it's not that bad.
No, yeah, the Sky is what, 10 pounds, I suppose, is what the.
I don't know what it was, but it was long and squishy, and oh my god, it was just terrible.
You might have noticed. You might have had times where you try to do, like, say, a double tap, and it would not catch the second time because you didn't let it out far enough to catch on the reset.
That exactly right. Like I said, I mean, the trigger pull was so long, it was like, okay, the back of my finger is hitting the trigger guard before it reset. Now I have to squeeze again. Like I said, if I took my time, tiny little pistol, but if I took my time, 15 yards, oh yeah, it'd shoot great. But in a defensive situation, you ain't taking your time.
No, you're not.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? And honestly, I mean, if you tried to shoot fast with that gun, it was all over the place, and it is sad. Like I said, I thought it was a very well built gun, but
yeah,
that just the trigger pull. Terrible. Nope.
If
I never. I bet you I didn't get 300 rounds through it, and I said it's gone.
If
Well,
you
how
don't trust
often do
the
you?
gun that you stick in your holster, then you shouldn't be carrying it. I mean, you've got to know when you take that thing out that it will do what you need it to do every time. If you can't trust it, you need a different gun. I'm sorry.
And be honest, Dana, you got it because it was cute little and purple.
That's
It
why
was-
my wife's.
It wasn't purple, Rich. It
Well,
was.
how?
It was stainless and polymer black, and it was
Yeah.
the right price. And I got it cheap. It was on sale. Blah blah blah. But no,
No, he doesn't dispute the fact that he thought it was cute.
whatever, dude.
Armin, did you have your frame pins walk out on it?
What's that?
Did your frame pins walk themselves out after like the first 100 rounds or 200 rounds? That happened all three of mine. I ended up having to do them back in.
Actually, I did notice the pins walking out about 150 to 200, and like I said, I dumped the thing pretty quick because I couldn't rely on it. You know what I mean? It was like that thing is and hey, I'm carrying a Taurus PT 111 G2. I'm pushing 1,200 rounds, and this thing runs great. The trigger reset's great, and we got a video coming out if we ever get the freaking thing edited. That we're at 15 yards shooting all these steel plates, and I shot a bunch of guns that day, and I said, well, I'm going to shoot this thing, and I pull it out, and I go, ting 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 ting. I think I missed twice out of 2 mags, and I'm like, works for me. The trigger reset on this thing is so short.
Yeah.
You ever accidentally double tap on it? I have mine several times. If you're
on your PT 111,
yes,
really,
yeah.
I did that with the Scotsman, his Shadow. He told me, he says, watch it, the trigger's light. And
we got Clay out there. Clay, local 223 is out there. What's going on, Clay?
How often do you come across a bad gun?
I don't want to be here. Oh, go ahead, David. I'm sorry.
How often do you come across just a bad gun? Like so far, I get it. I'm new, so it's still the honeymoon period for me, and I still love them all, and all of them are great. Like how often in your life are you supposed to if you every time you pick up a gun, it's the worst thing you've ever had? I mean,
I've had 2 or 3 that had break-in periods where the first mag or 2 I had issues, and then I worked through it, and it's worked fine ever since. And then I had that Taurus Spectrum, which was junk from the start. But other than that, not that often.
No, not that often.
The only gun I've ever bought that was one that I had to turn around and sell it right away. It wasn't even for me. It was for my wife. She had to have it. She wanted something in a small 380. So of course she goes to the smallest she could find, the Ruger LCP, and then immediately she wanted to sell it. It was like, I tried telling her, if you want the Ruger, get the LC 380. It's a little bit bigger, it's a little heavier, it's not going to be quite as snappy. She has beginning stages of carpal tunnel, supposedly, according to what she was saying her doctor was telling her. It's like, that is not going to be a good handgun for you. That's what she wanted.
Is it double action only?
It's actually a single action.
Nah. I was going to say, I got a friend of mine that he's a new shooter. He's a young kid, and the first gun he bought, I don't know why he bought it. He had to have this blah 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 color, and I can't even remember which one it was. But anyway, he bought it. It's a double action only, and he can't shoot it worth a crap because he's pulling that long trigger, and he's a new shooter, and he sold that one, and he just picked up a Springfield. I can't even remember the model, but it's a double action only. And the kid is shooting literally at the feet of the bad guys. I mean, I'm trying to tell him, look, you're pulling that long trigger, and every time he pulls it pulls the gun down, and it's like, double action only pistols.
And here's the thing: the LCP is a single action, but that trigger pull is double action. I mean, that thing is a heavy trigger pull for a single action handgun. My wife now has a 642 in the double action trigger pull, and that is lighter than what the LCP's trigger pull was.
Wow, that's impressive. Hey, it's just like the only, we were talking 40 earlier. The only 40 I have is a 40 Smith & Wesson SWVE or whatever the hell they call it. It's like one of the
SD9VE.
it's the 40, but it's
Yeah.
Sigma. You know, you remember when the Sigmas came out?
Oh,
And
yeah, yeah.
I don't know when. This isn't the updated version. This still has the Smith & Wesson rail thing on the front, which nothing fits. But my buddy said, "Hey, this guy I work with has this thing, and he hates the trigger." And I'm like, "Well, he didn't try the trigger before he bought it? I guess not." He says, "Nobody will give him any money for it. They'll only give him $100 trade." And I said, "Shit, I'll give him 125." Day later, he says, "You still want it?" "Sure, $125. I got a $300 pistol."
Jeez, I took it.
Honestly, though, I have improved the trigger because I have researched what it took to improve the trigger. It's still not that great, but that gun shoots, and I've gotten used to shooting it. I carried it for a while, but it's a heavy. It's not double action. Yes, it's weird. It's double single action, how it works, but it's heavy enough, but yet it's not too heavy that you will pull too hard to throw your aim off. You know what I mean? And I got used to shooting, and once you shoot it, the thing shoots great. I mean, it's dang accurate, but you know.
You know, one thing I'll say about the Sky CPX2, if you're thinking about buying one, just spend about $25 more and just get a Ruger EC9S, or spend $50 more and get a LC9S.
Yeah, there's so many good choices out there now.
Yeah, that's basically a more refined version of the CPX2, just in terms of size, not necessarily so much capacity, but just the trigger on it is just amazing. It's so much easier to control, and I don't know.
When I first got into guns, I had to spend a heck of a lot more money to get them. Now it's just kind of a paradise.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I went to, if you go to CDNN and do a price filter and look at $300 and below, you can basically outfit yourself with more than anything that'd be capable for home defense or for a daily carry weapon. I'm just kind of, I'm just doing a little window shopping while we're chatting here.
Yeah, if I could sell the guns back that I bought for face value and then go out and rebuy them, I'd have a whole lot of money in the bank. I'll tell you.
Oh yeah.
Guns back that
Oh man, so you guys looking to pick anything up new this year at all, or anything in the pipe?
This year or next year?
Oh well, not 2019.
Yeah, once I get my bonus at the first of the year, there might be some gun buying going on. I'd like to buy another 1911. I'm still thinking about that Ruger SR 1911.
What's like that run?
Around 700.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to say the same thing as Gary. Same gun, Ruger.
Somebody got one, did a video on it today. It's like, dang it, they got my gun. I want it so bad.
One of the guys I watch, Jesse B Outdoors, he did a video on his, and he put these blue lock grips on there. And I told him, I said, I'm stealing it. That's the exact same thing I'm going to do, is to get the blue lock grips for it too.
I know Jesse B. He posts on GunTube.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Yeah. I'll subscribe to him.
Yeah, I'm subscribed to him too.
Just out there in the chat, Walter Davis says that he's got a Jimenez to see how long it'll run before it fell apart. It ran 3,500 rounds before it broke. Was that the JA-22 or the JA-9, or what was that, Walter? If you can give us some info.
3,500 isn't that bad on a Jimenez.
No, I've got a JA-22 that I pretty much lost track of the rounds I put through it. It'll usually run 100, 125 rounds before it starts to carbon foul up on me.
Well, I'll tell you this right now. I'd rather defend myself with a JA-9 than a Sky. I'll tell you that.
Oh, I mean, like I said, for the CPX2, it will run good for a while. And I mean, maybe they've improved the quality a little bit. I don't know. But like I said, mine, the extractor was worn out within 1,000 rounds. And again, you can say, well, it's just an inexpensive pocket pistol or carry pistol. It's not designed to run that long, or it should, because how are you supposed to practice with it? How are you supposed to get good with it if you can't put rounds through it?
That's my
Wish I go buy two and then just have one for a range gun and one for a carry gun. I don't believe in that.
But your range gun and your practice gun or your carry gun versus, might not shoot the same. But you're exactly right. That's why we did the video of my PT 111. My brother had problems with his. I had great luck with mine. Your carry gun, you need to go out and practice with it.
Yeah.
And how many rounds you're going to put through it, and is it going to fail? And if it's going to fail after, you know, I heard a lot about the SIG 365, I believe it is, the little 38, having all kinds of problems. And I'm like, man, really? How many rounds do you, what? Okay, we can shoot it 10 times and go, okay, it shoots good, and put it in our holster and never shoot it again? No.
Well, that was the fire and dragon issue that they're having.
Yeah.
Does Sky make anything else besides the gun that you guys are talking about, or is that like the only one that they make?
They make the one and
really.
the two, and they talked about making a 380, but I don't think it's ever been manufactured.
How are they still in business? Like, if everybody thinks that they're terrible, shouldn't they have?
Because there's a lot of people that
there's a lot of people that got duped by like people like what's his name, Nut and Fancy, and some of those other reviewers, because they said it's a decent little gun before they started breaking.
So in other words, a bunch of people bought them and just got stuck with them.
Well, a lot of people buy them as a first gun because they're inexpensive, or somebody goes and gets their concealed carry permit, and then the first thing you do is go out and look for the least expensive carry gun, and that's
which if you're looking for an inexpensive carry gun, I'm telling you, just go buy yourself a High Point. I mean, it may not look like the most awesome gun in the world. It may look bulky. It may be heavy as a bone anchor, but at least, unlike a Sky CPX2, it'll freaking work.
Spend $100 more and get a Security 9.
In an emergency situation, the High Point will work, like you said, as a boat anchor or a hammer. So, you know, it's a multi-tool.
Say what you want about High Points. I don't own one, but they work.
Oh no, we're not ripping on them at all. We're saying that they are.
They're big, they're bulky, they're heavy, they're ugly.
Their carbines kick ass.
Now, I don't like Demo Ranch, but I have to use him as an example at this one point. He shot a High Point, played with it a little bit,
chamber,
and got it to work again.
Yes,
no matter what. So
the first video I saw on a High Point, because my friend's got the 40, and I love the thing. I went on YouTube, and the very first video, the guy was setting a stake up to staple his target to it, and he was using the High Point as a hammer to drive the stake into the ground, and then tore up the target. I mean, it was dead on.
So, you know, the High Point isn't a bad gun. It's not a pretty gun, but you know what? It'll work, and if you have to use it to defend your life, it will most often than not be reliable. Now, that's not to say you shouldn't save your money and buy a better gun, but if all you have to buy is the money to buy a High Point and nothing else, buy the High Point then.
You also have to consider where you live at, because if you've got a $2,000 gun on you and you pull it out and fire on somebody, that $2,000 gun is going to be in an impound until your court date is over. You might not ever see it again. If you got $100 High Point on your hip, you're out $100.
Don't forget, guys, they are plus P rated. I think they've got a lifetime guarantee. They've got great customer service.
Yeah, they do.
You want to get into 45? That is one of the least expensive ways to do it.
And no, I'm not paid by High Point. All I'm saying is that they're a cheap, inexpensive gun that actually works reliably. Now, they're not the best, but again, you know, if you need something in a pinch, that's your go-to.
Better than a sharp stick, right?
It's better than a sharp stick.
Did you watch Military Arms Channel's Gauntlet on the High Point Compact?
Oh, like the C9 or whatever? Did you do it on the regular one?
It did better than some of the $high guns, putting it through the mud and the gook, and it did better than some of the $high guns that he did that to. And I'm like, well, you know, and then watching Demo Ranches, and I'm like, you know something? Better than a sharp stick. They work.
And I'll tell you this right now. I don't care who you are. I guarantee if they do one in 10 millimeter, that there's going to be guys that will just buy one just to have one, just for the hell of it. If they would do one in 10 millimeter, now that they've got the 10 millimeter carbine out there and they've got 10 millimeter mags that they're making, and Ghost had Tactical had mentioned last year that they kind of mentioned it off camera that they were working on a 10 millimeter handgun, but they really couldn't say anything on camera because they don't want to give it away. So if they announce it at SHOT Show this year, dude, I'll buy one for every member of my family.
As far as I understand from my friend's experience with his 40 cal rifle, the biggest problem that he's had with High Point is they don't really make accessories. You're not going to get a whole bunch of aftermarket stuff that you can,
Yeah,
sportize and tactical up your rifle with.
Well, hold on. If you got a little bit machining, a couple machine tools like the gun snob has, you could customize it yourself.
Oh yeah, but then you're going to have some Yahoo
he's done a video
in his
series on
backyard with
customizing.
his Ryobi drilling holes in his gun and ruining it.
Part of the problem is there's no. I don't think anybody makes an after. Was at one time a company that made an aftermarket stock for it, but I don't think they do anymore. It looked like the Beretta carbine.
Yeah.
If somebody else would come out with there might be somebody that makes a bullpup stock.
Yeah, somebody was making a bullpup conversion kit.
Yeah. So I mean, I see what you're saying, and part of the problem is they don't have standard Picatinny rails on them. They've got Picatinny-like rails on them, but they don't necessarily have Picatinny. So when you try to put a conventional dot sight on the top, I think you have some problems with that, or certain scopes. Although they do sell them with them, you can get them with scopes and red dots.
I think on their store you can buy, on the High Point store, you can buy accessories for it.
Yeah, they do have. Yep, they have carbine accessories.
Walking into your Walmart and buying stuff to fit it, yeah, probably not.
Yeah, they've got magazine holders for the stock you can get. They've got the compensators. I'm looking at their website right now. Grip.
My friend got all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, if I'm going to spend $500 in accessories for a gun that costs me less than $300,
yeah,
what got problems?
The High Point table is always the smallest table in the back corner of any gun show. At least the ones that I've been to.
Hey, they do make custom receivers now, or like receiver shrouds. You can get all sorts of different designs and stuff. It's kind of cool. Like I said, I hope they announce a 10 millimeter at SHOT Show this year. I don't know if they will, but that'd be cool if they would.
You know, 10 millimeter carbine, don't they?
Yep. Oh yeah. Honestly, the carbines, I've shot a few. I've never shot the 10. I've shot the 40 and 9, and they work, and they're pretty accurate. And High Point is like Jennings or Bryco or Jimenez or what, but unlike those, they actually work. They don't jam. They're not jam-o-matics, and they work, and they're inexpensive. And honestly, I've said this all along. If that's all you can afford, it is better than a sharp stick. They work. Buy it.
Okay.
If that's all you can afford.
I have to share this because I think it was AC. He sent a link out in the chat. But this is one of those High Point specials. You see this? It's a High Point special.
Full work art.
I like that compensator on the front there. That piece pipe plugged
I think that's an extended barrel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. A copper fitting on the end of there?
Yeah.
You know, I was looking at it on my phone instead of because my phone is the computer that I'm watching on is on a delay from my phone, so the chat little icons were in the way, and it looked like muzzle flash coming out of the barrel. I thought he pulled the trigger on his bed.
They modified. Okay, listen to this. Okay, this is the High Point Jack and Hollow Point Block 2. It has become a project of mine and a friend, the owner of this beautiful piece of American engineering. Yeah, okay. This is the product of our dreams, and both of us have thought of doing this for the longest time. It began life as a High Point JHP, but we firmly believe in improving stock products, so enter the High Point Customs High Point JHP Block 1. Block 1 featured ghost ring sights, a high-speed 2.5-pound match trigger, a custom stippled job, a custom finish, and we modified 1911 magazines to function in this fine handgun, which, funny enough, has been exceedingly more reliable than the stock magazine. Well, gee, I could have told you that. I mean, Anyways,
magazines are the weakest point of their guns.
Yeah.
This is fan fiction that we're reading here, right?
It's got to be, but it's amusing. It is amusing. Listen to this, okay?
High point fan fiction. You really need to get a life. I'm just gonna say it. I'm sorry. I don't want to be a tactical jerk, but that's just the truth, you know.
Oh yeah. It's a total troll, but it's hilarious.
I mean, no, maybe they seriously did put the time. I mean, I've seen people have turned them into race guns just as for fun. They've messed around with them, you know.
Look at this.
Knobs, didn't you?
Again, that is the coolest compensator ever. That's
that compensator is completely legit.
right there when they shot it.
I want to shoot it.
The T-brake flew off in the initial testing.
Oh, no.
It's good to test a gun like that without gloves on, too. You know, it's always important to...
well, you know, they're brave.
Oh, shit's stupid.
Oh, look at that.
Shit's stupid.
Fireball coming on top of that.
Look at that fireball.
Provides just the right amount of...
Which fireball is more spectacular? The one coming out of the compensated part or the one coming out of the muzzle?
One coming out of the comp.
It's going to take care of the muzzle flip for sure, though.
Yeah, it will. You know, you won't have a bad muzzle flip for that.
For being the compensator on that thing, I mean, that's put out quite the fireball on the top of that thing.
I mean, again, look at that. That's pretty badass.
Yeah, don't shoot it at night. You ain't going to see shit afterwards.
Obviously, but still. That's cool as shit.
Yeah, compensate your high point with plumbing parts. copper plumbing parts. Hey, did you sweat solder that together or what?
All right. Let's see what else. Okay. Chronograph stuff. I'm hoping some more. Okay, the last one is like I said, this gun is capable of firing 38 special.
Oh, man.
Okay. Firing, yes. Maybe.
38 special and a 45?
Yeah, apparently.
Look at those casings.
Look at those cases, though.
Yeah, you definitely reload them.
Well, no wonder.
Again, this is a total troll post, but it's hilariously done.
Can I put a duh
No
comment on there? I mean,
Yeah.
Duh. I mean,
but I figured it'd be hilarious to talk about because why the hell not, right?
duh. I mean, you're gonna put a 38 thing in there and shoot it in a 45 chamber. Well, of course it's gonna blow the case out. Come on.
Well, you know, in that situation, you know, you don't have to worry about reloading.
Well, the only thing that's keeping it from going all the way up in the barrel's a rim.
And if they were really brave, they would have done that with 357 Magnum.
Yeah,
it's true.
Yeah,
it's very true.
Do it brave, all the way or none at all, right?
Yeah, it would have been really hilarious if they had done it with like a 460.
A 460 would have been good too. Yeah.
Yeah, that at least would have fit in the chamber partially.
It would have. It would have. You're right.
Hey, what's the biggest caliber that y'all have fired out of a handgun? I'm going to say the biggest one I ever fired was a 458 Winchester Magnum out of a Thompson Contender pistol. Huge muzzle brake on the end, but my brother fired the 458 Lot, which is a 458 Magnum, only longer. It's a long story how it happened, but the guy's like, yeah, this is like, oh, you want to shoot it? I shot it once. It hurt my hand, and I said, no, why? 458 Winchester Magnum out of a pistol.
I can't top that.
That's ridiculous. And I did it once, and I don't want to do it again because it really hurt.
Poor armor.
The largest caliber I think I fired out of a handgun was the 45 Winchester Magnum.
I did the 454 Casull out of the Ruger Alaskan. It was actually not unpleasant at all. It was way less shock than I thought it was going to be than, say, a 44 mag. So it was no problem.
45 Winchester Magnum, that's the really long 45 ACP. Grizzly made a 1911 in that. And I always thought that was like, I honestly, I look, you know, I'm a reloader. I look at the ballistics and the velocities and everything, and it's like that round really could compete with a 44 Magnum. You know what I mean? It's like
when they would recoil, it felt heavier than a 44. The recoil.
Really?
Yeah, my grandfather's buddy had one of them, and we were out, and I got to shoot one.
Semi-auto or revolver?
Yeah, semi-auto.
Really?
And the recoil on it felt heavier than a 44's.
Interesting. I can tell you this: shooting a 458 Winchester Magnum out of a Thompson Contender single shot, you know, it's like a single shot shotgun. I shot it once. It buried itself in the palm of my hand, and my wrist went, "Well, don't do that again, dumbass." And I went, "Yeah, okay, that's enough." Because shoot a 458 Winchester Magnum out of a pistol. Like I said, thing had this great muzzle brake. It didn't matter. Nope. I don't want to do it again.
Hey, Armament and Axis. Don't do that. Don't do that again, dumbass.
Don't do that again, dumbass. That's what I said to myself, brother. I said that was stupid.
Yeah, don't do it again.
Yeah.
But come on.
I'm just helping you remind yourself, okay?
Come on, though. I mean, if somebody shows up and says, "Hey, look, I got this," and I guess this guy's a gun builder. He was a friend of somebody that came out to the range, lived down south somewhere. Give me his card, yada yada. He's like, "Oh, this is what I got. You want to try it?" And I'm like, "Okay, I'll try it once." Come on, you got to try it once, right? I mean, it was like, okay.
Biggest mistake ever.
Yeah, and after that, I went, nope. And then my brother, my channel partner, I'll fire the 458 lot, which is the longer 458 Winchester Magnum, and yeah, I'm glad he did it because nope, that's enough. I don't want to do that again.
Dead air.
Yep, dead air.
Dead air. It all went quiet after I was talking.
So Obnoxious One jumped in here with his stuff. Is that what you got for Christmas, Obnoxious? You're muted, by the way.
That is my gun-related item that I got for Christmas.
No.
Is that your silencer box?
You know you've made it when your wife gets you stuff with your channel name on it.
That's pretty
Yes,
cool.
you do. Is that a 50 BMG pen?
Yes, it is.
Nice.
Nice. That is good. That is good.
That's pretty cool.
But by the way, Obnoxious One, Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Merry Christmas to everybody here, everybody in the chat, everybody on the panel.
Brass honcho.
Brass honcho.
Cool.
That's nice.
You know, my key ring has a 50 BMG on there. It's not a pen, though. It'd be cool if it was, but
yeah.
So other than that, she got me a few Harley shirts and a couple Bears shirts and
No bears.
The Bears.
What's with all the ladders in the background? Y'all remodeling or what?
painting still painting.
Y'all just move in, or you just remodeling, or what?
We just bought the house in late April. So, and we got here, and it was an older couple that had the house. So, spent most of the summer out in the yard fixing stuff up, and now we're getting around to doing stuff inside.
Making it a home, right?
Yep. So contrary to popular belief from G-Webs, I did not use those ladders to climb into whoever's house this is.
Well, you know, G-Webs drives around in a pedophile van, so, you know. I mean, you know, not saying G-Webs is a pedophile, but the The van screams pedophile. Okay.
It's not a true
That's-
pedophile van though, because it doesn't say ice cream on the side and it doesn't play the merry-go-round song.
It doesn't have free candy on the side. I mean,
No, it doesn't.
Hello, little girls. Want some candy? Ha 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 ha. It doesn't play that.
No, it doesn't,
No,
unfortunately.
it doesn't play Mr. Tinker Train.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Go look up the origins of the Ice Cream Man song.
Doesn't quite have a-
Ice cream man, stop me when I'm passing by.
Hey, little girl, you want to hear the history of the 1911? Yeah.
No.
Would you
No,
like-
because we can't do that one, Gizzard, because none of us are Seven Wonders.
Oh, that was me.
He's not even out there, and you're picking on him.
damn. Is he even out there to defend himself?
So he did bring this on himself. Perfectly honest.
He brought that on himself, but I'm only saying that in jest. I'm not being serious. But again,
It's gotten to the point where if Snob's in the chat and he's out there and he has started to taking and calling Snob dad.
Yeah, and Snob's wife, mom.
It's creepy but funny every time I see it too.
it is. It really is. But again,
Yeah, if you don't know what's going on, if you weren't there when it first started, you're like, what the hell is going on here?
right?
I was in the chat when it happened. I saw him do that, and I was like, "Oh no!"
I know. I got the same thing. It's like he didn't just do that.
And in good form, nobody let him get away with it either.
No,
Nope.
they didn't.
Hey guys, I'm gonna go ahead and drop out. I apologize for leaving so soon, but I got family upstairs. I'm gonna go entertain, so I'm gonna.
It's about an hour.
What's that?
It's been about an hour, so we'll probably.
Good. Just checking in. You guys have a good rest of the holiday. And what's up?
Hold up before you go.
Yeah,
AC97 has just found another sighting of G-Web's fan.
oh.
Take it easy, Travis.
That's a good way to capture single males, I think, if you want
Yeah,
to.
that's if I ever go missing, look for that van.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And yes, we're only kidding. This is only a joke. But again, well played, AC97. And Travis,
Yeah, man.
I'm serious. If I ever go missing, look for that van.
Travis, all I'm going to say is Merry Christmas and have a happy New Year.
Christmas, you guys too, right? Y'all have
Merry
a good
Christmas, Travis.
take it
See you,
easy,
Travis.
days off, relax, and yeah.
So,
Heck
all
yeah.
right.
Merry Christmas, Travis.
Hey,
Yeah, Merry
I'll
Christmas.
keep you guys updated about the winter storm. I think tomorrow night we got match show. Is that right?
I think Matt is doing his show, and then we can remember on Friday we are still playing video games. So you'll have the German strudel gameplay then too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You could always check
Yeah,
out Rick's life.
The German game
before
cast
that.
strudel chat. Yeah.
Ja, sie German Strudel. Oh, ye.
Already, yeah.
Yeah. So
All right, I'll talk to you guys later, man.
so Klaus Frolicki Weihnachten.
Ja, ich bin ein Strudelin, ja.
Yeah.
I am Strudel.
Buy more strudel.
Auf Wiedersehen. All right, so guys, there's a little preview of the German strudel gameplay. So, with this, thanks for hanging out with us and talking with us, and we'll see y'all later. So, all you have a decent rest of your Christmas. Get over your food comas. I hope everything you got for Christmas was great, and we'll see you. We'll see you again. Take it easy, everyone.
Shall not be in fridge.
Give me bird.
Shut up, you friend.
Stay 2A strong.
Be in the freezer.
Hashtag give him the bird.
Bye-bye.
Shall not be in fridge.
Adios, Felicia.
Auf Wiedersehen, Felicia.
Feliz Navidad.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Gary already said that.
Okay, I repeated it. I said it better.
Not you. I said Gary, not